Hey y'all, what's up? I hope everyone had a great day. I'm tired as hell. Okay. Went to bed at almost 3, woke up at 7 something, been up ever since. Time I got comfortable to go to sleep, it was after 11. Like after 11:30, 11:40 something, so I might have got an hour or less. Set my alarm for 1:59, came downstairs, watched Backlash and the press conference. Backlash and SmackDown is crowd has been so last year I was wrong because I kept saying London. I meant France. It was London. It was London that they had an international crowd with Money in the Bank last year, and it was Puerto Rico, and the international crowds are insane. So, and someone was like, "We gonna go from this to what? What?" when we get to the States, and someone's like, "Why we don't give this type of energy across seas?" And I was like, we can blame it on work and stuff like that, but to be honest, well, it kind of takes part because I know in European countries they do siestas or have longer lunch breaks because lunch is the most important meal of the day, so they have time to eat and take naps and stuff. So if they can be available later on and come back to work refreshed and stuff like that, but also they don't get the opportunity that we do to see these superstars all the time. Like if I wanted to go to California, even though I'm on the East Coast, to go to a WWE show, it's still only a 5-hour plane ride. Like I'm not traveling 8-10 hours overseas and plus spending money and all that. So for them, the opportunity is not as extreme. And I don't think they have NXT UK over there anymore either. So it's such a big deal. So not unless you watch the independent scene wrestling, you don't get a lot of stuff like that. I don't know if NJPW goes to Europe. I know TNA does like once or twice a year, and I know I think AEW only does it for All Out. So for WWE to do it, it's going to be insane. And then Triple H, I talked about they're going to look into Italy because they saw I want to say Bologna because that's how it's spelled, but it might not be. Now I say that Bologna or something like that was insane. They were looking. They're coming to Germany for what was it? Battle in Berlin, I think it's called. They're going to Toronto. I want to see. I'm excited to see the Toronto crowd, to be honest, and I want to see Mexico on TV because somebody was like, we were rumored to have maybe a Raw in Puerto Rico. I don't care about none of the rumors. Like someone was telling me, oh, it's rumored to be Jacob Fatu there. I'm a fan, okay? Y'all know, I tell y'all, I love him, like his promos and everything. But I don't read articles. I don't read even emails I get from WWE. If it's not, and I mean that like with sincerity, not like, I don't want to know if their articles are true or not. I don't want that to mess that up for me as a fan basis. Even if I was working there, I wouldn't want to know that. Like, not unless it was part of my job. Like, okay, like, say if I had Samantha's job and I come in and I see somebody new and they're like, okay, she just got hired, whatever. That's it. That's all I want to know. Don't tell me about what you got going on in your storyline. None of that. Not at work. Not unless it pertains to anything to me or you want to vent or stuff like that. I don't care. Like, I don't want to talk about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would want to talk about something else. And I'm like that at my job. Like, if it don't pertain to us as a whole, the company I work for, or the situation I got going on, or like we're friends or cool enough where you're coming to me to vent or something like that, and you know what I'm saying, you or asking my advice or something, then that's the only time I want to hear about. Other than that, I do my job and go home. That's what I tell you. I'll be like, when people ask me stuff, or be like, you know about it? Like, I don't know, I just work here. Okay? Like, for real, I don't. Like, I enjoy my time when I'm here. I'm very social. Other than that, that's it. Now, it's very few jobs where I've had people that I work with, I became cool with and friends with. And some I'm still friends with today. But other than that, I keep it separate. Now, if I work like WWE type family atmosphere, which I've had in the past, and those people that I'm still friends with now to this day, how long has it been? It's been 12 years for some of those people. People that I'm friends with to this day, then that's different. You know what I'm saying? But even when we're together, we're not talking about work. You know what I'm saying? It gets tiring all the time. It's tiring. And I know you love what you do, but sometimes that's not what you want to do. So, like, I don't care about it. But I'm excited to see Toronto now. And like I said prior, I want to see Mexico on TV. Like, I want to see them go to Mexico and do a Raw SmackDown PLE Mexico. I really want to see, I don't know what kind of lucha type matches they got over there they might not have over here. I want to see those. Like, let us showcase like Ray. Let us showcase like how Santos and them and their people in the generations that, because they're like second and third generation, did it then. You know what I'm saying? Like, let us see that. And like when we go to Battle in Berlin, I think that's what it's called, right? In Germany, like let Gunther shine, Ludwig shine. Show us how they do it in Germany. Like, I know we got to add our WWE twist to it, but I want to see like how, I want to showcase the culture of the cities and saying that like certain cities and stuff are prominent to the wrestling game, if that makes sense. So like the Samoans, like if we went to Samoa in America or something like that, I want to see how they get down. If we go to Japan, I want to see how they get down. You know what I'm saying? Like if we go to Germany, I want to see how they get down. Like, how are these matches? What is the most entertaining match that they have in that country? And the person that's from that country or have that heritage, let them be in a match with someone else that they'll have great chemistry with. We go to Mexico, like I want to see how that goes down. Toronto, we got a lot of people from Canada. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got people from the islands, gay. In Africa, like Ophi's from Africa. I think people from the islands, I think like Big E. Jey, has Jamaican heritage. Cody has Cuban heritage. Carrion is Puerto Rican heritage. Like, give us that, okay? Whatever they do over there, like, let us have that, okay? Like, I want to see culture displayed in every way possible in wrestling. Not just them speaking a language, not just them with the clothes, but I'm here for. But if we could show it in the matches too, when we're in that city, oh, that'll be like the icing on the cake. Y'all, see, yeah, because someone was like, I'm going back to Raw in Puerto Rico, and they was like, we're going to be even louder than we was last time. I said, listen, last year, y'all in London, y'all had it, okay? I ain't going to hold you. But France got y'all beat, okay? I don't know what the hell. Somebody was like, I don't know what kind of coffee they drink in France, but they have it drinking from the France. I said, listen, 2 years ago, I worked for a French-based college called Schema that is over here in the States. And I'm going to tell you what they got in the refrigerator, okay? On an average day, okay, we have people from France there, 8-hour day, he drinks 4 espressos, okay? They only had an espresso machine, a tea kettle, and wine in the fridge. Like, during lunch, they were like, you want some wine? That's all they got. So they if that's the case, that's that espresso coming through. Like, they don't drink regular coffee. If they drink regular coffee, it's from like a mom and pop shop, because the coffee here they don't like. Just like the people on the West Coast, like in the state of Washington, they don't really care for Starbucks, ironically. They like the mom and pop shop. And I know that because my cousin is from the Bay. I mean, not from the Bay. She lived in the Bay for 20-something years. You might as well say she's from there. She's been half her life there. She went from D.C. to the Bay. And she was like, she don't like Starbucks. She goes to a mom and pop coffee shop because it tastes better. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's just the energy. They're really matter of fact people, but they're really energetic people. They're really, sometimes it's just a cultural barrier. But after you get past that and you have like understanding, they're really sweet people. They're really funny. They're really energetic. So for me, it's, and if you're from the South and everything is Southern hospitality and stuff like that, some of the stuff they might say might rub you the wrong way. Like I say, they're very matter of fact. it's very much given New England, New York. Like, you have to take it with a grain of salt. From the people that I experience, you can't be upset because they say something and they give you a direct answer and it's like really no emotion behind it, or the emotion might not come with a smile or something like that. Sometimes it's just how they are. And to me, I'm used to it. Like, I'm from the DC area. That's how we do. But living in Florida, living in Nashville, Tennessee, living in North Carolina, I had to learn everybody in the country is not like that, or some people think it's rude because I have to say stuff like that, kind of like in a nonchalant manner, but I don't mean to be. So it's yeah. But I loved the show today. Loved the show today. And y'all know I gotta rate my matches from worst to best, in my opinion. And honestly, none of them were bad, but I feel like I have to do this to because all of them were hype, and the supporting character was the French audience. And this is why I've said, like last night in my video and numerous times in other videos, that the crowd matters, okay? Especially if you are at a live event and you're sitting next to a certain crowd. Your experience, and I said this yesterday, with a lit crowd is going to be so different from you being at the same show with the crowd that's dull around you. It makes a huge difference. A huge difference. Okay? Can you imagine us having those matches with the mediocre crowd? The matches would have been good, but you would have probably second guessed on them because you'd have been like, okay. Like, it's not the same. The crowd is a supporting cast every time they're on TV. And they just superseded my expectations. I didn't know until I logged on this morning that they had a noise ordinance. They were so loud. I was like, dang. Like, how loud do you have to be for you to be heard outside of the arena, for the people or the police or whoever to tell you loud? That's loud as hell. Ain't that a soundproof building? Or was it like the security and stuff inside telling them they was too loud? Because if they were so loud you could hear them outside, that is crazy. Like, I don't think no other crowd in the history of WWE has done that. Like, that is crazy. That is, it's crazy, it's shocking, it's like awesome, it's like, I don't know, that is crazy. And then the largest gate, and I know sometimes WWE be fabricating certain stuff because they'll be like, this is the most people we've had, like WrestleMania. You look up the arena size from like last year's or for a few years ago WrestleMania, you'd be like, you lying. But the largest gate, for them not to come to Europe like that, you could probably basically sell the tickets for whatever price you want to sell them for. You know what I'm saying? And knowing the people, and they probably, and it's the first, what they said, the first time they've been in that city, in 40 years, I think, or something like that. Or I might be wrong. I think I read that somewhere. It could be a bad source. That's why I don't look at stuff. But you know how now on Twitter you got like people you follow, and then they give you suggested people that you should follow. And I saw that on a suggested situation. I was like, okay. But, and I think they said that's not including inventory. So my question was like, how much was y'all selling these tickets for? And y'all was getting a bag. Speaking of, I need to vote on something that they're having. I forgot I bought stock before the merger, and I got an email. When I bought stock for WWE, it was in 2014, 15. The shares were $13 a share. Now they're about $100 a share. And I got an email talking about we're having an upcoming board meeting. Every vote counts. Something. So I got to look into that. Because I was like, I have it so that when it makes a profit, it rolls over and keeps buying instead of giving me a check for right now. So I don't know how many shares I got. But I need to go online and look. But, yeah, so, and also at that time, I had bought some Square share. And at the time, because Square owns Cash App, the shares are $10 a share. I don't know how much they are now. I know they more than that. I know that. Okay. I know that. And I honestly bought it to set my son up. I think I put it under his name and me as the authorized user until he gets of age. So it's really my son's stuff, but I think because I'm over 18, I'm the one that gets the vote and stuff. I have to look into that, but I got the email. Anyways, yeah, so for least greatest match, I would say, I'm trying to think now. My least favorite match was, okay, what matches were there? It was the tag team. It was one with Damien Jey. It was the triple threat women. It was the tag team women. And then it was Cody and them. Cody and AJ. I would say for me, from least to best would be, I don't know. I would say it would be tied between the tag team women and Jey and Damien. And then second would be the triple threat women's. And then last would be Cody and AJ, also the tag team with the Bloodline, and then RKO. And I'm gonna say why. Okay, so for, sorry y'all, I had left to go to my, how old did my baby turn? My 5-year-old nephew's flag football game. Got there, was there for 10 minutes. It started pouring down, raining, okay? I had to come back. It took us 15 minutes to get there. It took us, what time did we get there? We've been gone for like an hour. So it took us 15 minutes to get there. Yeah. 15 minutes to get there. 10 minutes, stayed about 10, 15 minutes, came back. Took us about 15 minutes. So, because I was like, asked my brother, was like, are y'all sure he's having a game? It said it was going to rain at 5. It was like, they ain't say nothing to me. But you know, sadly, with men and stuff, they'll play through it, or they don't check stuff like that, like weather, and all that sometimes. So the baby was playing and it was drizzling like this, started pouring down. I said, But I'm gonna tell you why I put the orders in the orders I put it in. Okay, for me, it was such a good match. Okay, so for the entrances, I will say for the tag team women, always love Kiari's look and the different stuff she does with her makeup, with the dots and stuff, and how her hair is going to be and stuff like that. Love Asuka, and I don't know who helped her do that makeup that went down to her neck this time. They did that, okay? Y'all ate the hell out of that. Love Asuka, love her. And I'm with Corey, because he was like, if they lose these titles, what he said, he was like, I'm been seeing her on my screen every Friday, because basically they're on Raw. Only tag team champions will be on both. So that means, like, for the most part, Bianca and Jade will be on SmackDown, but when they have to defend their titles on Raw, they'll have to be on there. But so no spoiler for people who haven't seen it yet. So love her look. Then she came out, started dancing. Love her dancing. I was tweeting someone last night. I was telling them, I said, pay close attention to her. So then they showed Bianca coming out. Bianca, I didn't even get to see the top to her gear. I thought, honestly, when I saw the red part, bottom part, I thought it was the same gear from I think one of the WrestleMania she did. I think it was WrestleMania. It was either WrestleMania. It was one of the PLE she did in the past. Or only for the SummerSlam, but I don't think it was that either. But she, so she came out. I said, I love that jacket. It's like a bubble jacket with, I don't know if she did it, or I don't know if she got, I forgot the name of that the fashion people she had to do her Wrestlemania poncho, but them from, to do this jacket, but she did it, okay? And I always say that red looks good on her, gold looks good on her, so that's good. And then, they showed Kari and Oscar was dancing, and she was doing the singing the words to her song, okay? And then Kari was dancing too. I was like, I love it. Like, Oscar, when she comes out, is one of my favorites when she comes out, because not only that she does like the unveiling of the mask and stuff. Now it used to be Oscar come out, do the mask, spin around, stuff like that. Now she don't give up. She'll dance to anybody's music. She don't care if you the op or not, and I'll be here for it. Like, she is one of my favorites to come out, because I love to see her dance. Like, I love to see the joy when she dances. And not only, I don't know if she knows, but she brings so much joy to other people when she does it. So then after that, I was a little sad though, because they didn't do, well, I stepped away for like a second, so they could have done it, but normally it would have still been shown. But I was a little sad they didn't do the kiss, and then the Turn of the Butterflies production. Yeah, so when they came out, and then the room got dark, and Jey came out. So, like I said, I remember Total Divas was saying when they tried to get Naomi and stuff like that, and it was like, you would be the you'll be the fourth person that the room gets dark for, and the first woman. So I was like, that's interesting. So I'm like, now is Jey the second woman for the room to get dark for her entrance? And I was like, that's so dope. Like, I know, of course, Undertaker, but I'm like, who are the other, and Bray, but I'm like, who was the third person? The only person that instantly comes to my mind is Chris Jericho when he used to do Y2J. But then some people was like Kane. But I was like, I'm pretty sure it was Jericho. So even if that's the case, it was a while then since, no, because when did Bray debut? It was a while. Or maybe she debuted before Bray, right? If I'm not mistaken. So if that's the case, then that means it was Jericho, Kane, Undertaker, right? Then Naomi. But even so, if that's the case, she is the first person she would have been the first person in 8 or 9 years for the room to get dark for. Like, the introduction, when they change it up. Because Jericho and them, when they did all that was like the 2000s. Like, Naomi debuted at FCW, I think, in 2009, and then she came to SmackDown a year later, if I'm not mistaken. Or she got to FCW 08 or 09, and then came to the main roster in 2010. Either way, she been in the game for 15, 16 years. Like, but Jey came out, and then I saw all the stuff, and I was like, did she get all that glitter and snow on her? Okay. And then if I was the people that did the set and stuff, I'd be mad as hell. I have to clean that up every time. Like, her entrance is dope, but I still be mad. It's like, it's two things can be true at once. It's like when you have like a get together at your house and you have a great time, great food, great games, great wine or beer, whatever you drink, great music, have a movie night, whatever. Then you mad as hell when everybody leaves because you got to clean up. Like, two things can be true, okay? She got a bomb entrance and people can still be mad as hell when they got to clean up. And then she came out. She be talking trash in the camera. I said, yeah, you can tell she used to be a ball player. But ball players are known to talk trash. All ball players are known to talk trash, whether it's especially football and basketball. They talk trash. Hockey results in fighting, but they talk trash in baseball too. But we don't hear like really people being mic'd up now, unless it's maybe I think like a all-star game or something like that. But She came out in the red with the gold jump like that. Let me tell you something, okay? Miss Sandra, okay? I know you retired and you was at WWE, or I think she said she was at WCW first, and then WWE, and then AEW. Ma'am, you still got it, okay? I don't know how many people's numbers you got personally, but you done ate 3 looks at Backlash today, okay? You done ate Jay's look, okay? The gold with the gold chain, that was a nice touch. Around like that with her gear. And I know you did Cody's jacket, because you always do his jackets. And then I know you did Naomi's gear, okay? I know her work when I see her work. Her and Christina, and they work together a lot. I know their work. And I know his Instagram name is Mike. That's not his real name, but he's the first up, over, down champion. I know his work when I see his work too. Like, I know, like, when Logan has the jacket, Jey has a jacket, and like certain other people have like their bottoms done. I know when he does it. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you watch and pay attention to certain stuff, you just know. You just know. And like for me, y'all know I always talk about like production, hair, makeup, and gear. So that's the main thing I pay attention to outside of the matches. So they did great. Started off with Kiari and Bianca, right? Yeah. They was eating in the ring, and then Jey got in the ring, got tagged in the ring, hit her with the backbreaker a couple times. And then for a long time, it was really one-sided, because I'm going to say the StormEST, the StormEST, that's what I'm going to call them. The StormEST duo, okay? The StormEST tag team was fighting the Kabuki Warriors, and they, excuse me, ew. And they were dominating for a little bit. And then Bianca got back in the ring, and Asuka got back in the ring, and that's when it was a problem. Okay, because I was like, I love the match simply because they let Asuka be Asuka for a while. Like, we haven't gotten the cutthroat Asuka since I think she joined Damage Control, for real. Like, outside of her winning a couple matches, like her hitting people with the quick combos and stuff like that, and all that, and then them not Jey overpowering on her, but them getting their licks back and she getting hit and stuff like that. And then when she got hit with the neck breaker, I think by Harry, I was like, backbreaker, I was like, she didn't sell that well. That's the only thing I would say. It was late. And then she got her arm hit the stairs. And then when Bianca was in there for a while, because when Bianca tried to tag Jey, Kiari had hit Jey her out the ring, and then that's when Asuka had hit her up against the steps, and then Kiari had jumped on Bianca from the outside rope, and she caught her and fell. And then the ref won't tell Jey like not to interfere. I'd have liked to hell with all that, okay? I would have walked myself down off that ring and walked around. You'd have been counting out for all 4 of us, because ain't no way in hell like I'm about to do that, okay? So so then it ended up being they hit him with some type of duo, like face plant, and then people's like, oh, that move is pretty sick. And I said, this how y'all know y'all ain't been watching. Y'all wasn't watching her, people her in AEW. Like, she been doing the jaded move, okay? It'll look clean as hell today, but she been doing that jaded move. So she did that to Kiari, and Asuka got the KOD, and people was like, oh, this is a powerhouse dude, and they's like, watch out for the KOD. And I was like, I remember they polled women or asked women what was the worst move to take, and a lot of them said the KOD and the Riptide. So I know for a fact that probably hurt. But then we had new tag teams. I had mixed emotions, and I'm gonna be honest, okay? I'm here for the girls. Y'all know I'll be looking forward to the women's matches. I'm here for the black duo, like representation and all that. The only reason why I feel some type of way is because, honestly, one, I wanted Asuka to showcase everything. Like, I wanted her to miss one of them. Like, I seriously did. Miss somebody. Miss the tag team you against, or have one of them duck and you miss Kiari. Like, I wanted that to happen, okay? And then if they would have won after one of them got missed, that would have been even more dope. But if you would have missed your tag team partner, that would have been cool too. Like, I just wanted to see the miss. 1. 2, I always thought that, based on old TikToks and stuff, it was going to be Bianca and Naomi to get the tag team titles. But based on the way that Naomi left 2 years ago, I knew they wasn't going to give her the tag team titles again. Not for that, not because she doesn't deserve it. Like, I feel like she deserves anything. Outside of Natalya, she's the only one that's still lasting and still been going strong like she has been for that long. From the old generation, pre-evolution women. It's been women that came after her and retired. Like, that's how long Naomi and Natalya have been doing this thing. Okay? So, it's not that. It's just the fact that because of so many storylines are going on with the men and them being on SmackDown, it would have been harder for them to defeat their tag team titles. And the women don't get as many the tag team title in general in the past 2 years haven't gotten as much shine as the IC and US title, or even the world championship title that Seth had, that Damien now has. Those have been like the main 3 that we've gotten matches for. And then every once in a while it was the undisputed titles before they broke them up, and thank God they broke them up. But before that it was that. So I feel like it was you to kind of end up being in the same boat. Not unless when October, I guess the new season premieres, which is, to me, is I still can't wrap my head around that. If they add like another 30 minutes or hours to like SmackDown, since it's going to be on USA, or, you know what I'm saying, and then Netflix. I just can't wrap my head around it, not because it's when everything debuted. It's the fact that if it's going to be a new season in October, and I feel like the season ender, their Super Bowl, should be in September. Like, logically, to me, that makes sense. Or August. Like, when SummerSlam is that should be in WrestleMania. And then, because that would end the previous year. You know what I'm saying? And then have a month to chill. Have something after that. Like, what happens in September? Clash at the Castle or Crown Jewel, something. And then after that have the draft. Because sometimes it threw me when it was like last year, when it was like, we're having a draft then here, starting here. And then we get to October, like season premiere, and I was like, I thought the season started after WrestleMania. So we have a new season and a new year. Like, when does the new year start? When WrestleMania ends? Or does the new year start when the season premieres? But to me, now that I hear like saw snippets and stuff of the makings of WrestleMania, which we ain't never got, I think that the new year starts after WrestleMania, and then they have everything that they want to happen leading up to WrestleMania thought out by October. And then that's when they work their way into that, and that's when the season premiere happens. But I could be wrong. But another reason why I have mixed feelings, and then I know we've been waiting for Jade and stuff like that. And Bianca is one of the faces of the company. I know that. But I'm kind of sad because I'm like, she's the longest woman reigning women's title champion holder in this modern era, and the shortest. Okay, but she done had 2 or 3 titles, and I'm still waiting for her husband to get a title. That's why I felt some type of way, because I'm like, I'm happy for them, but I'm like, how'd she get another title? And the tag team wanted that before her husband get one. Like that, I was so confused by that. Like, so is we not gonna give them like a tag team title? Like what? Like what is happening? And then I understand that you want to keep the product that you have in Jade and have her have a title, and they're trying to have her like over like Tiffany. I just say for the audience, don't force it. Like, don't force it, because every time something gets forced, we reject it as a whole. Like, think about it. They tried to force Theory on us with him winning and getting the U.S. title randomly after he lost. Like, somebody had a poster like he was 0 for 29, and then you randomly win the U.S. title against, I think it was Seth and Bobby. And I'm like, how the hell is that happening? And we didn't like him at all. Like, that was terrible. And then when he gets with Grayson and he's more his authentic self, we liked him. Like, he's more his authentic, and it's not forced. You know what I'm saying? It seems like, even if it was written, it don't seem forced. And then even with the whole situation with Roman Reigns and he was getting booed, you know what happened? You know when people started liking him is when he came into the middle of the ring and said his name and said that he's been battling with leukemia. Show authenticity in him being a person in the audience eyes versus him just being a superstar. And then people gave him more grace. But then after that, he left, and then he came back and switched the game up, and with the story and stuff like that, that's when we like him. But like, when y'all try to force people, like when Tiff first came, I couldn't get with it, because I'm like, y'all can have her win every match. She just got here. Okay, they did that with Pretty Deadly for a while, and then they just went off into the abyss. But every match and all that, and I was like, she better not make it to WrestleMania, because I'm gonna be a pissed somebody. Okay, made it to the Elimination Chamber. Not saying that she's a great athlete, but I'm like, right out the gate, like, it's people that's been on this roster that's been waiting for these opportunities, and somebody comes up from NXT and gets one right away. Like, to me, that is crazy. And not just because of that, and I get the fan base and stuff like that situation, but if we all like balance and move around some of the people that we have on a roster and show how great they are as a wrestler, then the other women that's been sitting waiting would have that same opportunity. Like, or we couldn't get like a Tegan. And 2 years ago, I had said something about then Raquel, and they, because I was like, they could be up here if we, and look, given opportunity. But they've been showing out. Okay, but yeah. So I was like, I'm happy for them, and I was sad at the same time. Like, I just want to see where it takes it. And on the press conference, they were basically saying representation matters. It doesn't matter, you know, who. They both could be in the same space. You don't have to be competing for different spaces. And Jay basically said, you can't come in here being basic. Like, you can't. Her working with Bianca has been the best thing for her, because she has to step her game up, because you know Bianca's going to bring her A game. You fighting against somebody like Asuka and Kairi, who fought in Japan and been here and fights in Japan. You got to step your game up. You can't come like she was coming before and think that you still gonna win the title. Like, it's not gonna happen. So basically saying iron sharpens iron, and that's one of the reasons why I'm glad that they're together, is because she can learn and absorb so much. Like, I know she just got here, and she hasn't been in the game that long. And I'm not just talking about WWE, I'm talking about wrestling as a whole. But I feel like with space and opportunity, she has room to grow. She's one of the taller women on the roster. She might be the tallest woman on the roster. Is she? I don't know. I don't know how tall she is standing next to Rhea. I think her and Charlotte are the tallest women on the roster. But I feel like given the opportunity, she can, but see, their styles are different, because Charlotte does the tech stuff and stuff like that. She could be a powerhouse because of her height. She hits the moonsaults. She jumps off the ring. She does the figure four and all that. Jey is about the same height, but she doesn't do that. She's more of a China powerhouse, so she's gonna do the choke slams. She's gonna do the backbreaker, stuff like that. But at the same time, like I said, if she evolves, she might, because it's been a lot of moves today that some of the women and men did today that I didn't even think. Sorry, my eye. I've never seen them do, or if they've done it, they ain't done it in years. Okay, so yeah. So then after that, it was I said it's tied with Jey and Damien, and Jey opening up and him going out into the crowd. I was like, where is he at? And them having the things, and people was like, oh, this is exciting. I said, honestly, first of all, Street Profits did the same thing. Loved the way they came in too. Because he was like, where are they going? I was like, you cannot not feel that crowd. Okay. So then Jey went out there, knew Mike's work from his vest. Okay. It kind of looked like the one. WrestleMania, did he have on black? No, he had on white. But it was kind of like the black one he had, but shiny, a little different. So he went out to the crowd. And I said, honestly, if I was him, I said I'd be going out to the crowd too. Like all that energy and stuff. Excuse me. Who knows when the last time y'all gonna come there? Might not feel that type of energy again for a while. U.S. crowds don't be like that for real. I go out to the crowd too, and I was like, and Cole was like, I'm a little bit too old to be standing on the thing. He was like, but I'm eating from my chair, and I love Cole and Corey, because he was like, I said, Cole wasn't here on SmackDown to experience the audience the first night, so this is gonna be a treat for him. But I kind of wish Pat was there, because I was like, not only Pat would have enjoyed the crowd, he'd have been up on the table doing the heat wave. Or knowing him, he'd have been in the crowd somewhere with doing the yeet stuff. He'd have been here for the crowd. And then I love, like, his commentating cracks me up every time. When he came out, then it threw me in the spotlight person for Jey. Whoever did the spotlight didn't miss a beat, okay? If Jey stepped this way, spotlight person was right with him like this. I said, okay, spotlight person. And it was all the way up there. And then Damien came out. My son was like, he got a different entrance. I said, no. I said, it's because the camera angle is far back, so we see the fire around. Then when they showed him up close, I said, it's blurry. I said, I don't know what's going on with the focus. Then they showed him, I said, he had bats yesterday. Then they showed the wings. Then they showed the bats and him coming out. And my thing was like, I like when he has Senegalese twists. Please don't have a lot of them. Please don't have a lot of them. But he didn't. I actually liked the look on him. Okay. It wasn't too much, so it wasn't as heavy. It was just the right amount. And then the production. Okay. Y'all killed it with his graphic. I said, hands down, Judgment Day has one of the best graphics, in my opinion, on WWE. Like, Bianca's is like a feel good type graphic. KO's is smart and simple. Like, love his jump. Randy scares the hell out of me because every time I look up, the thing is coming at my face and I'm tweeting. If I'm here, like if I'm prepared for it, like I was yesterday, it didn't come out, I wouldn't be. But Street Profits, every once in a while they show hit theirs with the 2 cups in the chain. I saw Arvar's got a real good one too, and they rarely show his, but I love it when the holes and then it goes black and then it shows the ship, and it's so dope. And then who else do they show? They show LWO, but it's just their sign. And then they show often they just showed LA Knight kind of shows like the face of the armor. Roman Reigns, they should show his. Cody, AJ Styles, which I didn't even know AJ had one. And then I don't think Naomi had one because they go in the dark. Hers go in the dark. And then Asuka has one, but they didn't show hers. Queen has a diamond. I'm trying to think who else ones I like. So I like the Judgment Days. I like Arbar's. I like Bianca's. Is there another girl one that I like? I don't think it's another. And then yeah, I think that's it. I think those are the main ones. I know Seth's. I know Becky's because hers is her face winking. Yeah, I think that's it that I can think of right now. But and I think Natalia's is a pink maple leaf. I think. But yeah, so Judgment Day has one of the best graphics. So you can say, okay, Judgment Day, like the graphics, like then the hair came out, and then I liked the jacket, the long jacket, and my son was like, he got like an Undertaker type situation. I was like, I don't know. So then he took them off and whatever, and I said, LJ, I said he got on red and black Jordans this time. He said, yeah, I see. I said, I don't know which ones they are. People's like, are those the 13s he wrestling in? I was like, I don't know. I just like, I can't see the whole shoe. I just know it's black and red. Okay, I'm not a Jordan person, but I like the black and red. And the purple and black Jones that he wrestled the other day is the ones my son got. So I said, he got your shoes. He was like, yeah. The only complaint I got about Jay's outfit is, and this is the basketball fan of me, is them socks. Okay. It's not the type of sock. It's the color of the socks. Like, why are they Carolina blue? Your blue is in between Duke blue and Carolina blue. And I'm a Duke fan for basketball, okay? No, not the Carolina blue socks. Change the socks. Get them a little darker. Get them regular blue. Get teal socks, turquoise socks. Not those. Not those. I looked at him Friday and I was like, I know he ain't got Carolina blue socks on. You went for the wrong team. Okay? Just saying. But that's a basketball fan of me talking. Because I was like, ooh, why he got them socks on? Like, so that match was a good standard match. First of all, Jay played all day because when he came out, he was basically like, hold on. You eat from all four sides. And I said, Damien is real good and patient because there's no way I'm gonna let you do it on all sides. After the first one, I'm gonna let you do the first one. Might let you do the second one. After that, I'm hitting you. Like, why am I waiting for you to do that? So then the fight was real well underway, and Damien is, I don't know how much more taller than Jay. He is maybe about 4 or 5 inches. So when Jay had like picked him up, I was surprised. I was like, oh, okay. And then he speared him. Myself like, that's a clean spear. And I was like, that might be it. So he came out. I think JD came out. And I said, what is happening? And JD came out. And my son was like, he got his eye packs up. I was like, what? And then I was like, oh, he do. So he came out. Damien was like, why are you here? Why are you here? So I thought it was just him and JD. Because, he didn't really want him to be in the Judgment Day from the jump. So then after that, Finn came out and helped. Jay had super kick. Did Jay super kick JD first? I think he super kicked JD or something like that. And then he went through the rope and got him or something like that. And then he and then Finn came out to cut. Then he got Finn, and then he got attacked when he got on top rope. And then Damien had took over. So then when he got on the other top rope, I said, watch Dom come out. Dom didn't come out. Jay ended up, I think, Uso splashing Damien. And then JD put his foot up. So after all that was said and done, Damien still retained. I wasn't mad at that because people were like, I already knew that like the women weren't going to lose their tag team titles. But people kept saying they wanted Jay to win. I said, I want Jay to win, but I was like, I don't feel it's his time yet. Like, I feel like if anything, they're going to let Damien have the title at least for another month. You know what I'm saying? Like, at least till Money in the Bank or Berlin or something like that before he loses it, if they're going to have him have a short title reign. Because I was like, he just got it. And in his story on YouTube of how long his journey basically of him being like homeless and then him doing the independent scene and then him going to NXT and then him winning Money in the Bank and becoming a champion. They're not going to let him lose his title right now. Like, he got his story alone that led up to it. It's going to be, you know what I'm saying, at least another month. So when he lost, so then they started beating Jay. So then he had mushed JD. So then when Finn did it, he grabbed him like he was going to choke slam him. And people was like, is he turning face? I said, no, he's not turning face. I said, one, Rhea's gone. So there's really no order. So that means out of the Terror Twins, he's the only twin left. Two, he's a world champion. He had mentioned at WrestleMania that he wants to defend his titles by himself. Basically to prove that he's not a Roman. Basically to prove that he's meant to be here. That he can hold it down. Because people was like, how do you expect to keep up the legacy when Seth had legacy? He was like, I know this is a working man's title championship. Basically, I'm going to try to uplift that. I'm going to keep it going or make it better, basically. So with that saying, it's like, if Seth can do it without help, I'm doing it without help too. And I'm like, and the fact that y'all keep coming out and not understanding or comprehending that is pissing him off. I was like, it's not the fact that y'all down the ride for him, you know what I'm saying? It's the fact that he tell y'all not to come out there. And y'all still come out there. And I was like, and then with JD, you out in the open with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, at least with Finn, he ain't know, or he act like he ain't know him sneak on the side and come out. You all out here for him to see you. Like, I was like, and then you know he gonna argue with you. Keep his focus off of you, what he got going on to say something to you, which is stupid. Because I would have kept my focus on the match. And then after I won, I would have said something to you. That's just my opinion. But I'm like, he gonna lose focus one day, messing with one of y'all and lose his title. Okay? I was like, so let the man give him the grace and let him do what he say he want to do. So that way, if y'all don't come out and help him, he can't say nothing about, oh, y'all ain't helped me. Y'all ain't out in the ring. Now, if he lose and y'all was outside the ring and y'all was distracting him, then he got somebody to blame. But if y'all don't, he ain't got nobody to blame. Okay? So, KO's been getting a lot of stuff on YouTube lately. This says Kevin Owens talks Rodney Orton in Bloodline over French desserts. I'm gonna watch that. His YouTube videos and stuff be cracking me up. Yeah, so that's why. It wasn't that it wasn't exciting, it's just that part was kind of predictable. Except for like him getting them together in that way. That was unexpected. It was a good match though. I honestly thought that Damien was gonna get the street fight match, but street fight means like no DQs, no count outs. So that means also anybody could partake in it. And that wouldn't fit him for right now, if that makes sense. Did Seth have a street fight match with Shinsuke? What kind of match did he have with Shinsuke? Was that a street fighter match on Raw? If that was, then yeah. But if that wasn't, then he could probably do one of them. But most of the time that means no disqualification. So if JD and them come out and help, he'll have, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, well, Jay had nobody help him because Cody had a match later. And Seth is recovering. Excuse me. And Sammy, I know he's not there. He probably at home in Canada with his family. So then next was a triple threat. Okay. So Tiff comes out. Love her and her music, like I said. I like her hair like that too. Like the crinkles, or like she had it braided and then somebody undid it. That's cute. Cause them curls all the time, they cute, but like the change up is nice every once in a while. I like that. And she's like, "What time?" Tipping time on that. So then Naomi comes out, her music. The crowd was a little off at first. Cause when she came out, I was like, "Go, go!" They was off the beat, but then they got on the beat. And then I was looking at stuff on social media, and somebody was like, France is the first crowd to do her chant with her. And then somebody else was like, this is the entrance that Naomi deserves every night. And I was like, and she does. Okay. She too much in a legend in a game. Because I was going to say her and Bayley, but she's been there twice as long as Bayley. Wrestling. Too much of a legend in the game for stuff like that to be having. And I guess people will be like, I guess they don't care. Like, the time was getting to the point, she gets to wrestle, her checks clear, they still the same, she don't care. But, like, yeah, like, if she was to retire today, she'd be in the Hall of Fame. I'd say next Wrestlemania. So, like, I love the fact that how they received her. Like, all the acts. I love the fact that how they received all of them. I loved it, because I was like, let's go. I was like, her joint is energetic. You supposed to get up and do something. Rock with her, bob with her, fist pump with her. Y'all, people over here just be like, see, and I haven't been to SmackDown since last July. The SmackDown hasn't come near to where I am or any of the cities my people live at for me to go. But is the one in DC SmackDown in August 23rd? I think that's SmackDown. But she probably won't be there. Because from social media, I think that's her husband's birthday. Or day before, day after his birthday. I don't know their life. I'm just saying based off of the stuff from last year. I'm trying to remember. I don't know. But I was like, I'd be up there turning up too, hell. Like, she came out. I don't even know what the outfit looked like before the lights came on, but I knew it was going to be fire. Okay. Of course, because Miss Sandra had sewn it together. But I know that lately she's been getting a lot of her design ideas from Paz. I think his name on Instagram is JPG_Paz. And on Twitter, it's Paz_Stant. But he is so talented. Or I don't know what his gender thing is. So talented. Paz is so talented. Like, the sketches and drawings are like so artistic. And then I guess she picks the one she likes and submits it to like Miss Sandra. And then Miss Sandra gets the fabric and makes it. But so talented. So I think doing her stuff since TNA, I think for the past year, I think we're doing this stuff. Oh, my hair, it just, but such a talent, okay? Like, if he was a legal age and WWE wanted to hire him, y'all need to hire him. Or, well, no, because he'll still have to be a seamstress. Oh, what I also want to say, I was like, now she's part of the tag team, Bianca, because when When you by yourself, you would just be like, all right, I feel like being Barney, wearing purple and green. Or I feel like wearing this. Now you gotta come up with a concept and color. So I'm like, girl, and you know she likes to make like New Year for certain stuff. So I'm like, that sewing machine is gonna be busy, okay? It's gonna be not that it's not busy already, and it's already a running gag on his IG and X of when y'all think she finished her. When do y'all think she finished her gear? And she responded because she said, I'm mad there's a running poll going on. We were like, sis, from us watching, people that follow her on YouTube, people that follow her on TikTok and Instagram, whatever, people that see love in WWE, we know you're going to do the stuff last minute. So when she showed the purple metallic stuff, someone's like, see, she did it right before she walked out. Someone's like, to be fair, she just found out that she was going out there. Okay. But I'm like, even with the WrestleMania stuff, I said, I bet you she got it done the night before. I was like, I don't know how she does that. Because for me, that's got to be stressful. Like the night before something huge like that, I want my mind to be clear. Okay? I'm not trying to think about, oh, I got to finish this gear. I was up till 3 a.m. And then the day of my thing, I got WrestleMania. And then after that, we got to stay there. And then come back the next day for WrestleMania or in the audience or whatever. I ain't trying to do that. Like, I want my gear to be done. Okay? And I understand if you might want to change up a look or something might not fit. I want it to be done. I want to have a good night's sleep, or maybe not a good night's sleep sometimes. I might got a husband, but I might want to do other stuff besides worried about my gear. Like, I don't, like that's stressful, child. I couldn't, cause my mind would be, did you get sleep? No, my body was tired, like I laid there, but my mind is going. And I was like, sometimes I already have issues with that, so I couldn't add another thing to that. Like that'd be too much. But yeah. So Naomi came out. The people were doing the chants and stuff, which I loved. And then Bayley came out. So it throws me off because the beginning of her thing is Damage Control song. Then it says role model, and it comes down. So she was coming down, and she got to a sign, and she was like, "It's Tiffy time." And the boy that was the person that was holding the sign was Key. I was like, "Okay." And she's like, "Oh, that's what you think it is?" Well, caught my eyes. I don't know who the hell does Bayley's jackets. I love her jackets, and they're custom made every time. I don't even care if that's the same jacket from WrestleMania or not. I don't think it was. But I love that jacket. And then the fact that it had the little sheer jumps, like the Hart Brothers, and then it had the jump with the left side was like silver and gray with the rounds. That one side, like, oh, I love the jacket. Like love the jacket. So then when the bell rang, I think Tiffany went straight for Naomi. Did she go straight for Naomi? I think she knocked Bayley out and went straight for Naomi. And I was like, people get tired of seeing them two wrestle. I was like, I love it because it's the gymnast versus the dancer. I was like, a lot of the technique when you start off base in both, because I had took gymnastics for a little bit. I'm a natural dancer, but I took gymnastics for a little bit, and I watched my nieces take dance. And I took ballet when I was like 2. It's the same, like you start off the same kind of. So to see that, it's like they complement each other well. And then like, what's the name? Naomi tried to hit her with something. Tiff tried to hit her with something. Naomi did a split. Then Tiff did a moonsault to backflip to counter that. And then they was out of the ring, and then they did the cartwheel for cartwheel. And I was like, see, stuff like that. You can get that with a cheerleader dancer, a cheerleader gymnast, or a dancer and gymnast. I feel like that's the only 3 combinations you can get that with. Like, you can't get that with somebody else. The showmanship and athleticism like that with them too. They got another girl that's in NXT that used to be a gymnast too. Like when she hits main roster and fights Tip, like that's gonna be good too. But Yeah. So I was like, and then Bayley came. So no, did she knock Naomi off over there? I'm skipping stuff because now I'm trying to remember stuff from like 4 hours ago. Did she knock Naomi over? The timekeeper said, and Sam did this, and I was like, why you? So then when she ran and did the backflip, I was like, Naomi, girl. I was like, move out the way so she can, like, run out the way so she can hit the barricade. That didn't happen. She ended up getting hit. So then instead of Bayley leaving Naomi alone, Bayley pulled Naomi by her hair and then I think attacked Tiff or vice versa. And I was like, I left Naomi where she was at. Because if I get Tiff in the ring and Naomi's still coming over barricade, you can't. She ain't gonna be able to get inside that ring fast enough for that man count to 3. Okay? So then they ended up working together. So first they all at the beginning of the match tried to pin each other. It was like 1-2. Then Tiff tried to fifth both of them. And then she had laid both of them out and tried to do the moonsault to both of them. They both moved out the way. And somebody on Twitter was like, you know how much you got to hate a person for y'all to tag team together and it's not even a tag team match. And I had to sit there and think about it like, wait, what? Because they both moved out the way. And someone was like, she did her husband's move. So Bayley and Naomi did a 1D or 3D if you old school like the Dudley Boys. They did a 1D, and then before that Naomi did a spear. I've never seen Naomi do a spear before. Now she might have did one when she wasn't in WWE, and I might not have been paying attention. But my son was like, that was a clean spear too. He loves spears because he'll be like, Mom, whose spear is better? Because I always tell him that Edge got the best spear in the game. And then Bobby has the most powerful spear in the game. So he was like, whose spear is better, Roman or Edge's? And I was like, Edge's. Like, Mommy, I'm old school. So he'll go, who got one better one, Bobby or Roman? I was like, if we talking direct hit, it would be Roman. If we talking impact, Bobby. You see how big and fast he been getting, okay? So now then Jay done adapted it. They done added that to the game. 2K24 because my son and I was playing the other night. And I said, this is his signature move? I was like, I thought it was a frog splash. And they were like, no, that's a finisher. But yeah, so Naomi tried to pin Bayley, and then Bayley ended up reversing it and pinning Naomi and winning. Oh, and I saw Naomi's gear and the thing in the black and lime green, of course, that's my two favorite colors. Then she had the pink ends, and I was like, that's cute. And then of course the wig. But when she sat there, I was like, yes, Bayley, because I wanted her to retain too. And I was like, I don't see her losing that anytime soon. And I was like, and the fact that she's gonna retain it because she doesn't, she doesn't have nobody to really help her. So not unless Naomi's there to rock with her for a little bit to stop her from getting like jumped or people to interfere in her matches. She by herself. So someone had because I'm emo, like I'm very empathetic, I'm very emotional. I've gotten like this, say the past 10 years, my son's been alive, so the past 10 years, it's been worse the past 3. I don't know what the hell has happened since I surpassed 32K. But like when I see joy and stuff, I automatically tear up. Like I love seeing people joyful and happy stuff. Like it makes my heart smile, if that makes sense. And it makes me like tear up. Like I be so happy. So like the fact that Bayley was like catching her breath and Naomi hugged her and then she kissed her and she was like, come on, champ, like you did it. And I'm like, like I started crying and I was like, this is genuine love. Like you could tell they friends. And I was like, Naomi's like, yeah, I'm proud. I'm proud. And someone's like, y'all know Mercedes is somewhere so happy that her sisters ate in this match. And I was like, the fact that Naomi like commended her for keeping the title and like loving on her and stuff, like, it was just such a good feeling. So even me rethinking about it right now, I'm getting teary-eyed. So I'm not gonna talk about that too much longer. But yeah, so and that's what Triple H meant when he says we sell emotion. That's what he meant. Because I was like, oh, like, and like even when we were younger, so I was watching WWE Rivals and they was showing the TLC matches with the Hardys and Christian and Edge, and then the Dudleys end up being in it. And it's how much we sell emotion and perception, okay? How much WWE sell emotion and perception. I was sitting there watching it. Huge fan of the Hardy Boys. Loved every time all three of them fought. Like the Dudley Boys, you know what I'm saying? Loved the Devon get the table and testify and like that, all that other stuff. And then Christian Edge were the heels and look at us. We're going to give you 5 seconds to take a picture. And I was like, they're so stupid. I didn't even like them, right? Didn't even realize until I was watching it, talking about, and the Dudley Boys like, and then was like, how are we going to do it again? And back then, because it wasn't hardly no access, no social media, we didn't know that they were like our friends. So us as kids thought that they really were, rival some of us. So when he was like, not to mention, I think Dudley and Bubba was like, we had so much fun doing the matches. He was like, and if you realize it, he was like, Christian and Edge won every match. And I was like, did they win every match? Now I had to reevaluate my life, because I was like, they did win every match. And I was like, but I was like, because they were the heel, I liked them. I didn't care if they lost or won. I was like, I was here for the Hardys, okay? Like them three are still my top 3 favorite tag teams all the time. I grew in that era. That's my era. Like, I don't care who break records or whatever after that. I'm standing for them 3. But like, that was crazy, because I'm like, the emotion that they sold in those matches, we didn't even care who won or lost. Like, we already knew if we was going in as Dudley fans, Dudley Boys could have won or lost. We didn't care. We were still Dudley fans. You know what I'm saying? Like, same for the Hardy Boys. So, and same for Christian Edge. So the fact that they won, and I didn't even realize that they won every single one, threw me, because I was like, that's the sell of emotion. Like, between the crowd and them getting booed and all that, he was, like, okay. So, but, yeah, so they ended up winning. Bayley didn't do a press conference this time. No, she wasn't in the press conference. Neither was Damien or Jey, which I was surprised. I guess it's really nothing to ask outside of, well, no, that defeats the purpose. Because I was going to say, there's no point in asking about the Finn and JD thing, because that could play out on Monday. So I know with him being on Raw and them, they probably went to go hurry up, take a shower, pack their stuff, get on the plane. Because that's what I would do, to be honest with you. Like, if I knew I had to be on Raw on Monday, I'm coming back as soon as Backlash is over with. I'm getting on the plane and I'm sleeping the whole plane ride. Okay, I'm gonna say a prayer like, God, don't let this plane crash, because I don't do water. I am terrified. Not even gonna hold you. I have PTSD. And I know how to swim, and I still have PTSD from almost drowning when I was little. So like, the fact that I even got on a cruise ship about 12 years ago, I was proud of myself. But flying over water, to me, is different, because I'm like, at least I'm on a cruise ship, I can see the water. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know where it's at. It knows where I'm at. Flying over it, like, nigga, no, I don't know where I'm at. Like, I need to see, okay? So, I would, yeah. So, after that, to me, the tie would be the street fight and Cody and AJ. So the reason why I gave it a tie is because Just AJ. Okay, I'm gonna go with the tag team match first. First when they came out, I think KO came out first. Yeah, he came out first. Cause they was on the barricade and stuff. He was cheering. I was like, is he sitting? You know how he normally sits in the ring. He's sitting on the side. And my son was like, his entrance long. He was like, how long is his entrance gonna be? And I was like, I don't know. It do seem kind of long, don't it? So he's waiting for KO. So, I mean, not KO, sorry, Randy. So Randy came out. Thought the Viper was going to order wrecking ball with the KO, but no. So Randy came out. They were singing a song again. Okay. I was like, how do y'all know these words? I don't even know the words of the song. I only know the chorus part. Like, I hear voices in my head. I only put on that part. Like, how do y'all be knowing? And me and my son, I think, Googled Cody's song because he wanted to know it at one point. And I was like, I don't know the words to the song for real either. But who really ever knows words to songs for real? Like, it's not like the 90s and the 2000s where you used to get the CD and open up the book and the person's all the lyrics to be in there and who wrote the song with them, and then at the end would give their thanks and stuff like that. And then if you had an R&B album, the last song on the album used to be a gospel song. Like, it ain't like that no more. Like, now you gotta go online. You either gotta try to figure it out, or you gotta go online and look and hope that they the right lyrics. And half the time they don't even be the right lyrics. Even when you go on stuff like Amazon or Spotify, some of the lyrics on there be wrong. I'm like, who submitted these? Like, y'all, okay. But so they came out, they got introduced. Oh, and also the crowd being a supporting character. Samantha, okay, Samantha did not even need to be there, to be honest with you. I was like, she could have chilled and just went like this. Where her mic, just held it out like this. I was like, they could have been like they could have been, Corey and Cole could have literally gave instructions like, all right, we gonna put the words of Samantha saying on the teleprompter on the screen. When they pop up, y'all read them, okay? Because as soon as you get the following contest or introduce somebody or here's your winner, they saying it with her. They singing the lyrics to the songs, you know what I'm saying? They got their chants going on, and they was counting out with the refs. I was like, they doing jobs. The other people getting paid for. They was doing like 6 jobs. Okay, if you would have had somebody in there, the audience, a camera, somebody been filming from wherever they were saying, they'd have did it too. Happily would have did it. Okay, so they came out, they announced them, and then of course one of my favorite entrance songs came on. So as soon as they solo song came out, the crowd was boo. I was get like, y'all know I let the bass go hard for me. So somebody was like, did Thomas song come on? I was like, no, he came out with solo. So my son was like, he got boots now. I said, he been had boots. I said, you remember we was watching Up, Up, Down, Down? When they was talking about how he used to come out barefooted, and they was like, we told our brother if he need to put shoes on, well, his feet gonna be hard like riddles. I was like, he probably got them boots on because he realized his feet was probably getting calluses. And it's just nasty. Like, places be looking clean and don't be clean for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, even with hotel sheets, when they did that documentary thing on Dateline, I was like, ugh. And then my sister used to work for one, and she confirmed it. And she was like, if it don't look like it got throw up on it, or like period blood or any type of blood on it that you can see, she was like, they don't renew the sheets, they just rebake the bed. And I was like, that's nasty as hell. Somebody could sue for that. Because at first, when I used to watch, I used to be an avid watcher of Christy Knows Best from episode 1, season 1. And when he came and they went to like something for Savannah's pageant, and he was like, can I get somebody to come up and change my sheets? And the people was like, we had someone, he was like, can I get out? He was like, I want to see them change my sheets. And his kids was like, oh my God, you are so OCD. And after I found that out, and she told me this, and this was recent, okay? My sister told me this about a month or two ago. I was like, okay, now I know when I go out somewhere, they gonna have to change my sheets too. I want to see. So I'm like, I'm getting in the bed with other people's dead skin and sweat, and if they had sex and or something like that, and then the fluid from that, and then it's drying up and it looking okay, y'all just remaking the bed. And she was like, and she was like, they do the sheets every couple of days or once a week, and then they rarely do the comforters. And I was like, nope, nope, nope. And I understand the shower shoes, like my mom takes some when she goes traveling, but I was like, I know from now on, like I'm not. It's crazy. Like that's nasty as hell. And the fact that I think she worked at a big chain one too. It was either the Hampton or the Hilton or something like that. But I'm like, y'all got too much money and be charging people too much money for y'all to not be changing sheets. Like, what the hell? That's nasty as hell. Like, sorry, I got the whole sanitization thing. And I'm like, and she does that because she was like, I used to thoroughly come back and then she was like, they told me no, I can't do that. And my sister is prominent for cleaning. She's always had OCD. Like you could literally walk in her door and move something like from here to like this, and she'll come in and be like, who was in my room? And I was like, how the hell do you know that? Like, that was my sister. And then she works for sterilization for the hospital. She sterilizes equipment and stuff for surgery. So the fact that they told her when she was working part-time at this hotel that she can do that, like, that blew her mind. Like, she couldn't fathom that either. So I was like, okay, let me go back onto it. So he had his shoes and stuff like that. They came out staring each other down. I don't even think, was Samantha in the ring that long? And then KO was headbutting Tama. And then they start fighting. So I was like sitting there thinking, ring the bell. Somebody ring the bell. So Nick came out. I said, that's a nice suit Nick got on. Corey looked good in his suit too. I like the cream on him. Corey's like a Nick, a Miz, a Cody. They look good as a Montez. They look good in suits. Like you probably put them in any type of suit and they'll look good in it. Okay. Santos too. Forgot about him. But so he came out, right? He was like, since y'all want to beat the hell out of each other, no. Because they had 6 refs come out, right? Then my man's Hurricane Helms come out. And I said, not them squishing Hurricane up against the side of the rope. And I don't know who the hell that was in the blue suit that was sitting outside by the audience. And I said, I know him. I know his face, but I don't know his name. And he was like, we're going to have a no DQ, no count out street fight match. And I said, yes. Because I was like, I don't know what type of matches we having. We just know who's fighting. So I was like, it would not be a Backlash without a street fight match. But honestly, I thought it was going to be Damien. But of course, because I was like, that's where he thrives. You know what I'm saying? Like the last 2 ones he had last year. He did, okay, for the tag team one. And then the jump with Bad Bunny. Like, he did that, okay? But at the same time, it's like that wouldn't fit the brand that he's trying to represent, that he's a fighting champion by himself. Street fights is no DQ, so anybody can come in and interrupt. So that doesn't fit him, so that makes sense. But for that to happen, I was like, ooh. So then they had to break up 2 different cameras. So then they had like Randy and was Randy and Tama? No, Randy and Solo was up the stairs, and then KO and Tama was like on the other side. And then the poor camera people, I said, they gonna be tired as hell by the time the end of this match, because KO and them ran on one side. The cameraman couldn't keep up. I'm like, Lord Jesus, what is happening? And so then after that, they all got together, and I don't know what the hell happened. How Solo had escaped Randy, but then they both started jumping KO in the audience, and here come Randy. I will say this about the crowd, that Europe over there got that we don't have, not only do they have the best crowd so far, okay, they know boundaries. You hear what I'm telling you? Like, when The Rock and Roman and stuff went outside with Cody and Seth and all that other stuff, or when like the people go in the audience, people in the United States want to be seen. They want to touch and stuff on all that. Like Jey, I think when he was in the camera getting followed one Raw, he pushed somebody out the way because he had brought out his phone. Like, y'all want to be seen, y'all want to be, and they want to be touching all on people when they trying to match. Like, the French people got the hell out the way, okay? But they still enjoyed it. They pulled their phones out, still enjoyed the show. Got the hell, there wasn't no touching going on, no violation, no being in the way. Not only is that annoying as hell, I could imagine. Two, that puts yourself at risk. Because say you want to jump out there and try to be cute because you want to be on camera, and then he accidentally pushed like Solo into you or something like that, and you fall in, now you want to sue WWE, and nobody told you behind about the cuss. Go stand out there anyway. You should have stayed in your seat. Like that. Like, boundaries, okay? Like, they get it. Like, I don't... We got a lot to get. We got a lot to learn. We gotta... Because people be like, Japanese crowds and stuff be so poised. They don't hardly make no noise. They clap and stuff. I said, they're trained to know boundaries. Like, now, they could be sometimes a little more exciting for certain other crowds, certain stuff and stuff like that. But they not about to sit here and, such here. Let me put a camera. Let me touch. Like, you doing too much. They want to touch somebody when they sweating. Like, that's nasty anyway. You don't know what they got in their body fluids, okay? They could be fighting off a bacteria that they don't know, or they know about, you don't know about, you touching them, and then the bacteria end up on your hands, seeping in your pores because you want to be cute. Like, that's not cute, okay? Like, when I'm around crowds of people like that, I'm very much somewhat a germaphobe, only because my son's immune system has not been the best these past 10 years. And I'm very aware. Like, don't touch that. Don't touch them. Like, don't, he don't like stuff on his hands. Like, I keep wipes in the car. Like, I'm not sanitizing the car. Y'all just be out in front of people, and then something happen, you break a leg or something, be the first one to want to sue. I'd have made you Ticketmaster, WWE, when they sell tickets through Ticketmaster stuff, they need to have a disclaimer that say, now, if your ass jump out of there and something happened to you, you cannot sue. You should have stayed your ass in your seat. That's what they should have told. Because why? Like, why? Why y'all be doing that? Like, I don't... No, I could see if you got somebody a little thicker you sit next to, or they got a lot more broad shoulders. Like, my shoulders are broad. So you sit and you trying to move over a little bit to get some more room, and you end up in the aisle. And then people come in the aisles. That's different. But for you to just be jumping out there when they show camera, hey, and all this other stuff, and you touch, like, that's, y'all doing too much. Y'all doing too much. It's called personal space. That's one thing pandemic got right. And some of y'all still ain't learned. But they was fighting in the crowds and stuff. And I don't even know how the hell they ended up back in the ring. I know for a while it was one-sided like hell because Tama got put through the table. Through the announcement table. That's when I saw Corey's suit. And then I was like, I like the little vest jump gear he got. And then I think Solo got hit with kendo sticks and stuff like that. And I said, this some sturdy tables, announcement tables. I said, because in the past, you slam somebody through there or KO somebody through there, the whole table collapsing. So I was like, this is okay. This is a good table. And as soon as I said that, the last match, what's the name, went all the way through the table. I said, I take it back. Ironically, my favorite two matches were the first and last match, because I said, if the last match is not as entertaining for me and not as exciting And it doesn't have to be a fight match. It could be a regular match. But if it's not as exciting, entertaining as the first one, I want my money back. I retracted that tweet so fast. I was like, I take it back. Y'all can have y'all money. First and last, open expectations. I did not think to put the matches the way that they were put. And it was good. It was genius. Because when the way I said it, I said boy, girl. Because I was like, we're going to start off with a high. And then if it goes down, the middle match would be a high or mid, like a medium type match. And if the thing goes down, then the last match should be, which we knew the last match was going to be Cody and AJ. But I was like, so that's exactly what it did for me. It said shoot a little bit down, shoot a little bit down. So, but then Solo tried to put KO through the table. KO reversed and ended up putting Solo through the table. I'm like, Solo didn't do the conditioning water. His hair is real long. I said, that's a real high mohawk. Like, it's real long. Because normally it's like conditioned down. So you can't really tell. So then when Randy had moved Tama from the table, I said, ooh, you can see the whelps on his back. Okay. I forgot who got pinned. I was just surprised when we was going back into the rotation of them going back and forth that either one had the energy. Like, I knew KO was going to have the energy. But then when I think Randy had RKO Tama through the table Solo, one of them was like, he got back issues. And I was like, right. I said, it looked like it hurt him more than it hurt them. So then when he what had happened? I think Tama was getting pinned. Tama got pinned. He was getting pinned. Then his brother came out. Lord, I don't know how to say his last name. This last part of his name. I don't want to mess it up. Y'all see, it took me 3 weeks to learn Andrade name. So I'm not, until I hear it again and say it correctly, I'm not going to say it. But his brother came out and people were upset, and some people were shocked, and some people were pissed, because some people were upset from reading that stuff, talking about something. It's supposed to be somebody from the Wyatt family. I was like, that don't even make sense. Like, why would, to me, it didn't make sense. Like, what Solo and them got a beef with that's going to any one of them? Like, to me, I don't know. It might be some underlying stuff, but to me, it didn't make sense. Then they was mad that it wasn't Jacob, but it was Tama's brother. And I was like, if Jacob got signed to WWE, first of all, it's not going to be when y'all think it's going to be. He not going to come out to jump from Wrestlemania to France and come to that. I think if Jacob was to get signed, it would be some Summer Slam Survivor Series type intro. Like, that's what we gonna get. We not getting no month after WrestleMania type jump. Like, we not getting that if the Samoan Werewolf had did that. Okay, we need to build up. Like, if he come to SummerSlam, we need him to get build up to Survivor Series, so I can hear him say, I would dog walk the out of your ass. but and then some people was pissed it wasn't Jacob. People was surprised, and then people was mad that it was his brother, because they was like, what is they gonna do? And people was like, oh, they taking these lackluster wrestlers from Japan that only 8 people watch, and they bringing them here. And I was like, first the hell of all, okay, you could tell you only watch one program in wrestling. And I'm not saying I don't. You know what I'm saying? WWE is the main thing I watch. I will catch a TNA match every once in a while. I still like Jordan Grace. I'm here for her. And then like the mix up and stuff that they have all these independent agents doing. I'm not staying up for the Japan match. Like, I like my sleep too much. But I see the highlights of that stuff. I see the highlights of AEW. So I don't feel like I don't need to watch it. If you have good people in media, your social media managers, and good people in production that put stuff together on Twitter and YouTube. You don't really need to watch this stuff. You can get the gist of what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So for the fact that people's like, oh, then I was like, you could tell who that you don't know what the hell be going on. But these are the same people that was telling Naomi welcome back that she been on a whole hiatus, and she ain't been on a hiatus. She's been in another company. The same with Sasha, but y'all supposed to be diehard fans. Like, make it make sense. Okay. And then so my son, I had this on my he was like, who is Haku? I was like, look him up, because I was like, I'm not about to explain. And mom was like, he was like, I said it was a lot of wrestlers during our era. I was like, so yeah, I was like, I know who he is, but I make my son look stuff up. Sometimes like he'll read something and then like I remember something, or I'll add on to it. But you know, if we gonna follow this and we gonna watch this together, you gonna have to get the history, just like I make them do with basketball. We gonna have to, you know what I'm saying? So you can know, oh, they got it from. Because when he told me, oh, they the Usos made the frog splash popular or something like that, I said, what? Like, or the jumping off the rope popular. I said, what? Like, what? Okay. You know what I was thinking about, though? Speaking of tag teams, that we should have had a 4-way TLC K match. Add a K in there. With my son's 4 favorite tag teams, which were the Usos, the New Day, Alpha Academy, then Street Profits, and then have it table, ladder, chairs. So I was putting the Usos with ladders because they did the frog splash, and the New Day as the chairs, because I think they used, or tables, and then put in the Alpha Academy is the other one. So it would have been the New Day or Alpha Academy as table chairs, and then the Usos and the Street Profits as kendo sticks. That's what the K is for, or ladder, and switch it up and let them go at it. That'd have been dope. But anyways, so ended up winning, and then Solo, and then my son, we were laughing because when they were fighting at first, Corey's face was like, and I was cracking up. He was like, what the hell is going on? And then when the Bloodline won, my son said, look at Paul's face, and we cracking up. And I said, that man looked surprised and scared for his life at the same time. He came with, he's like, no, please, 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 please. So, oh, and then Unagi and spiked KO, and KO couldn't breathe for real. Like his whole face was red. So they was like, we showed this during the break, and then Corey was like, no, this is live, and him and Randy was still going up the ramp, like going back to the thing. And I think KO was like, I'm sorry, or something like that. And I'm like, bro, you barely breathe. Like, you fighting for oxygen right now. So then between that, they had the size up, and Solo sized up with Jey, and then he walked past, and then the brothers walked past, and Solo Paul gave Jey this look, and then Jey gave Paul this look, and I said, and that's how you sell emotion. I said, I see, from what I perceived, everything was said in them 10 seconds without saying anything between Paul and Jey. I said, and this is why. This is the Triple H, I added cinema era, because it's cinema. It's such a sell of emotion, but everything is played out like a movie. Cinema. So I'm like, Paul looking at Jey first, looking like, what the hell is going on? Then Paul looking at him like, I should have got out when the hell Roman left. And Jey looking like worried after that, like, okay, what's happening? And where the hell is my twin brother? Like, even with the interviews, Wrestlemania, when he was like, I told Jimmy to come with me. And I was like, boy, if that boy could sell something, boy, I'm telling you, if anybody in the bloodline wants to be an action star or a drama star, Jey got it, dog. Like, Jey, and I've been saying that for 2 years. That man done cried, made himself cry on that in the ring. He done been the angry brother. He done been the sad brother. Last Monday, he was the he was the goofy brother, because I was like, JD got hit. He over there. They was like, he is so unserious. He over there laughing. Then the facial expressions on top of that, I'm like, dog, like, he is made for TV. I don't know what he had in mind for alternate career path before he joined the WWE. That would have been a wrong career path if it ain't had nothing to do with television. Trying to tell you. Like, he could be booked in somebody's show tomorrow. Hell. Didn't Naomi say on Total Divas he stay in Atlanta? Go up to Tyler Perry Studios and be in one of his shows. Be in the brothers or the sisters or the Oval. They still got that show? Somebody, because listen, the opportunity, you right there, you up the street, dog. Like, go ahead and be in one of these movies or shows or something, because man, like, he got it. And we thinking about the end more so towards than the beginning, because we're older, which is sad to say. But like, when you retire, what do you want to do? Like, I don't see him staying home. Like, I see him staying home, but not like that, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, him being happy he retired, but him probably having like a show or a podcast or being in a movie or something like that. And then with Atlanta's having the Tyler Perry Studios and people doing movies and stuff there in Georgia, you ain't even gotta leave the state. You can go somewhere for 14 hours and then go back to your house and still see your kids and stuff every day. Like, do that. You know what I'm saying? Because you one thing Jey know how to sell is emotion. Okay? He got to be one of the people that sell the most. One of the people that sell it the most. He got to be. Another person that's good at selling emotion, Sami Zayn. Okay? Because if he's sad, he make you feel it. You can see it through his eyes. If he's happy, if he's pissed, you know what I'm saying? Them two, they got that, bro. They got it. Excuse me. And then, so then the last match was AJ versus Cody. AJ came out, like I said, I didn't even know he had a graphic. Thing came out, his theme music. I guess because it's new, the people in France don't know his lyrics, his songs like that, because I'm pretty sure they would sing along. He came out, and then the camera person had showed the one on his boot. I was like, that's a nice touch. Like, and then zooming out. Like, that was a nice touch. So then Cody came out and they sang his song, of course. And then this thing came out. I don't think they did pyro doing his thing, did they? If they did, I missed that. But y'all know I'm only working on 4 hours of sleep, so they might have, and I might have missed it. And I was looking dead at it the whole time. So he came out with his white jacket. I said, that's Miss Sandra again. Okay, I know, like I said, I know her work. That's Miss Sandra, and I know she the only one to do his stuff. Okay, and I was like, I wonder if she put the French flag and the U.S. flag together. Like last year when they did Money in the Bank, he had a UK flag on one side and a US flag on the other side. And I was like, that's creative. And then when he did the tag team jump with WrestleMania, he had SR, like purple around it with the gold to represent Seth. So that was interesting. Like, so I wanted to see the back of it, but the front and the sides are clean. You hear me? And I don't think, like last time I think he had gold looking feather joints. Now he had like the silver joint or whatever came out, they singing his song, of course. So then when they start singing his song, and then Sam started announcing, they announcing with her. And when they said phenomenal, they start saying something. Then they said Corey. So then them two started fighting. Then it was like, some people was like Cody, some people was like AJ. So then every time they said phenomenal or AJ hit a move and had Cody stuck, they kept saying something. And Corey was like, every time you say phenomenal, they do this chant. And I said, oh, okay. I was like, that makes more sense. Because I was like, why come every time something happened with AJ, they do that, and then when something happened with Corey, they go, Cody, Cody. So that was a nice touch. But like the reception that both of them got was still so dope. And then he hit the they was going for broke too. Like, that's what I said when I told my son, because he asked me who was my top 5 current men wrestlers and who was the top 5 women, in my opinion. And I think I had 4, but I forgot. I didn't have one for the 5th person. I had Seth, Ivar, KO, Ricochet, and then the 5th one I just left blank because I'm like, that's the revolving door. But when I say resiliency, as far as people being in the same age group, and I was like, they're around the same age group, but I was like KO, AJ, Finn, Sheamus, Seth. Them people are the people you do the times for the matches for. They not giving up. Okay, and I said that yesterday. They can have one foot left. They can have one hand and be like Thing from Addams Family. They gonna find out a way how to fight. Okay, so they was fighting. Cody puts AJ through the French table, the table with the French commentators. I'm like, them poor people ain't got no way to put their drink, ain't got no way to put their papers and stuff like that. Then I was kind of surprised because either wasn't paying attention for real, or they had a new sheet over the mat. Cause I'm like, when they did Jey and Damien's match, I said, when did they put the Prime label in the middle of the ring? I was like, is it only certain matches, or is it only certain PLE matches? And then someone was like, it's every PLE match. And I was like, for real? Because I was like, I don't remember that being right there during the first match of the street fight. Like, I don't remember that. Like, or am I bugging? But like I told y'all, like, I literally just woke up. Like, my alarm went off at 12:59. I had to get up, remember where I was at, come downstairs, turn on my TV, because I don't have a TV in my room on purpose, because it's either gonna be up watching me, even if I put a timer on it, or it's just gonna be, I'm gonna watch it. Like, I should have one if worst case scenario I get sick and can't get out of bed, but I just bring my laptop upstairs. I don't even, when it's time for me to go to bed, I don't want that distraction of I want to go to bed, like, or I have some music playing or something like that. Like, but I don't want that. I used to, but I don't know. It's more peaceful that way. It's easier for me to fall asleep with nothing on outside of music in my room. So, yeah, Cody, did he jump out the ring? They was both going through it. I'm like, they pin each other, getting each other back. AJ slammed, he went through the table. AJ slammed Cody on the thing. Somebody was like, it was his neck and shoulder. I said, that looked like it was his back and shoulder. Then he got his shoulder hurt. Bianca arm went through the joint when she slammed through. I was like, I wonder if her arm hurt, because I was like, I don't think she caught herself in time during her match. But then Then AJ put Cody in a went for a Cody Carter couldn't get it, put him in a burning hammer, and Cody was out of it before this, and he kicked out and won. I was like, what stuff is he on? Someone was like, that adrenaline is in his soul for real. I said, okay, because it's no way in hell I would have kicked out of that. So then he kicked out of that. So then after that, I was in shock. Like I was so in shock. I didn't know how to reply because after that, how about I said, so yeah. So he kicked out. So then I don't know what happened after that. I just remember Cody getting on the top rope, hitting AJ with the Cody cutter, and then him hit him with the crossroads and him getting pinned. But in between that match, I said, how long has this match been? It's not the fact that the matches be boring that they seem long. It's just that AJ, like when he said he's in his prime, this man is really in his prime. Because I'm like, how much longer can he go like that? Like, I don't think, like, I know everyone loves what they do. Okay, I'm not knocking that. But it's certain wrestlers that if you give them a long time to wrestle, they gonna use, if you give them 40 minutes, like you could wrestle, do promos with them 40 minutes. They're gonna wrestle all that 40 minutes. AJ one of them people that's gonna wrestle that entire 40 minutes. He might say something for 2 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Go back and forth after that. He gonna be like, all right, these next 35 minutes we gonna figure this out. That's exactly what he did. Ooh, my accent just came out strong right there. But that's crazy. Like I was like, and I knew Cody was gonna retain, but the match was phenomenal. See what I did there? It was great. It was great. And then at the press conference, Cody, they asked him about like finishing the story. Okay, that part is finished. We can stop saying that now. But they asked him who would he like to like have a match against, and he was like, he said it's so many people, and then he said I could have a match again with AJ. He said since he hurt my shoulder. I said okay. And then he said, I would love to have one with LA. He was like, you know, it's two good guys. It's basically an ego thing, macho. He was like, but I would love to have this type of match. So I was like, that'd be a good match. But then he was like, somebody had took some from me who recently had a birthday. I literally had to Google, like, who the hell is he talking about? Like, who is he talking about? I had to Google and found out The Rock recently had a birthday. So I'm like, what the hell did he take from him? Like, what is happening? Okay? I was trying to figure that out. And I just went back on X and realized and saw that WrestleMania is going to be in Vegas. I went to Vegas. Okay, so that's 2025. That means it'll be 4 years since I went to Vegas because me and my sister went 2021 during her birthday. Her birthday is April 26th, and we went from, I want to say the 23rd to the 27th, and it was pretty nice then, so I'm excited. So that means I'm going. Just tell me when y'all sell these tickets, okay, so I can put my thing up. Or like I joked about earlier, I can be somebody virtual executive assistant that work at WWE. Just let me send you my resume, my LinkedIn if you want it, my Indeed account. You know, you can hire me. I can work from home, and then I could just get free tickets for me and LJ to all the PLEs. That's part of my contract because I have to be there, but also because I want to be a fan and spectate at the same time. So, like, we can work this out, okay? But I'm going, okay? I should have went last year, but like I said, it was cold as hell. It's cold as hell, and if it's not gonna be somewhere warm, it don't make sense to have it or in a dome like Minnesota. The Vikings, it makes no sense to have it in the north. Doing like SummerSlam should be always in the north because it's summertime and it's pretty much warm everywhere in the summertime. And WrestleMania should be in the south or somewhere like the southern half of the hemisphere, like Mexico, Brazil, Australia, somewhere where it's summertime or warm, New Zealand, somewhere like that. The O2 building in London. Okay, because we just need some warmth. If we want to be outside, we don't want to be freezing or sick from freezing. I wonder how many people got sick after Wrestlemania this year. Anyways, somebody's like, I've been watching the Derby for the because of WWE, and I said that's that marketing ploy. I said because they know some of y'all gonna do that. Why would I do that? I'm gonna X and Twitter, and plus, not just saying that. I had to go to my nephew's flag football game before it started raining. Pouring down on us, so I wasn't watching it anyway. But I can't wait for the Monday jump when they announce the qualification matches for the men and women. So it's gonna be Ivy and Zoe. I cannot wait. I'm such a fan of Ivy. And it's gonna be who else that I saw that I was like, ooh. I think it was it Lyra and Shayna? And I was like, ooh, that's gonna be a good match. And then I think it was Oscar and Lyra. And then it was Natalia and I'm trying to do this off memory because I can't remember. I forgot, but Natalia's gonna be one of them. But then the ones I was looking forward to, so they had Gunther and Sheamus. Okay, here for that. The highlight reel himself versus Dragunov. That is the one that I want to see the most. Y'all hear me? Love Ricochet. Love Dragunov in NXT. Like, oh my God. Like, when I tell y'all I cannot wait to see that match. I cannot wait to see that match. And then Ricochet talking his big man stuff because he said it's not a challenge. I ain't win. I said, okay. Because somebody was like, he showed his independent scene stuff. He was like, I even won a Dusty Rhodes jump. Somebody was like, you won the World Cup jump. So he was like, I forgot about that. He was like, I won a speed jump. I said, okay, big man, Trevor, like, talk your, okay? Like, go ahead. Like, you was highlight reel, Mr. Highlight Reel before that was even a thing. Like, people still talking about the match with you and Will Spray. And that was what, 8 years ago? About? Like, come on, dog. Then they talking about the jump with Kofi and Ray, which I want to see too. And then the last one, I forgot who the last one was. But I was like, these gonna be some good matches. And Corey's like, ooh, he said this just for Raw. In fact, SmackDown gonna have their own matches. But let me tell you something. The match is gonna be it, okay? Don't care about nothing else going on the rest of the time. Well, if they got 6 matches, that's the whole show, ain't it? Because outside of the promos in between that, that's what, not unless they're gonna be quick. Raw have how many matches normally? 6, right? Because with SmackDown, it being 2 hours, they have 6 segments and or matches. So if they have 3 matches that day, they'll have like 3 promos or maybe a 4th one if one of the promos is short, or they'll have 4 matches and 2 promos, something like that. So with them having an extra hour, they might have 6 matches and the rest being promos. But I want to see all of them, especially that Ricochet, Dragunov jump, and the Ivy and Zoe jump. Like, if I don't see nothing else, I want to see those 2. Okay? Like, I'm here for it. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. It's night now because it's 8:02. So I done pause and finish this so much. And yeah. Love on each other, have fun together, get your rest if you need it. If you're going home from Backlash, be safe. Make sure you got air tags. Make sure you got your pre-TSA check. What's the other jump one? That security clearance jump one, the eye clear jump, and all of that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? So gotta see. But enjoy your day. Bye.